I just moved the location because I don't know why the other room, it doesn't like me, but it was totally not ever going to connect again. So, here we go. I don't have any comic books, but I have very sweet people that sent me PDFs. Thank you very much, Boom. Thank you very much, Valiant. And the rest of it I just went and found on the internet because I can. I'm pretty handy. Alright, so I'm going to look down a lot because I don't have comic books to show you like normally. I can cue myself by saying, here's the next thing that's really cool. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Hannah. Alright, so War Mother number 4 comes out tomorrow. Remember that War Mother, her real name is Anna, and she has this cool AI-driven big gun named Flacco. And they are in charge of protecting this big group of people that live away from everything else on the Earth in a place called the Grove, okay? So they're like in a biodome that no one can go in and out of. The things have been failing at the dome, so they left and went to go find somewhere else to exist. And they found a place called the Montana. And went there and nothing was the way it seemed. There is another woman there that looks kind of like the doppelganger for the War Mother. Hey, baby. And so they've been having trouble there. So this is kind of the roundup of that storyline, trying to figure out can they escape the Montana with the War Mother's help. And then they actually see a new character you're going to find in this book that's going to show up from it. It's really cool. I love War Mother in general, but I really think they need to like go full on movie or TV show for this character because I love her so much. I'm sorry, the cat just put totally hair in my eye. Alright, not winking at you. Swear! Okay, in Eternity number 2, Eternity is a continuing storyline from the Divinity storylines. So, in Divinity, which started a long time ago, you have astronauts that went and were subjected to some kind of, or exposed to something that actually gave them kind of godlike powers over time and space. So you have Abram and his wife, I'm never going to pronounce her name correctly. It's a really cool name, Russian. They've had a child. So both of them have godlike powers. They've had a child. The child has been stolen by a group called the Brothers of the Bomb. And they have taken this child believing that he's going to be the answer to... they want him to be the new observer. And so for their world, they have part of their people look forward in time, and part of the people look backward in time, and then the observer sits right in the middle and kind of tells them what's what. So it's not really necessarily a nefarious reason why they've stolen the baby, but still, I'm pretty sure that they don't want their child to be taken. So this storyline plays that out. All right, from Boom this week, you've got Jim Henson's Labyrinth special. So it is a big, gigantic collection of stories. I kept on thinking, I've gotten to the end of it. No, it goes on and on. It's really cool. So there's stories about like Sir Didymus and his, remember him? He's a little dog-like creature that rides a normal-sized dog, so he's like a puppet. There's stories about the really cute one I like the most in the whole series, I think, was probably the... Hi, Alan. Thank you for all the love. There's these two trolls that decide that they want to help out the Goblin King by going ahead and trying to find... I keep on misunderstanding. All they know is it's red and white striped and has a name that sounds like Toby, and it's a really funny way that it plays out, because they totally don't go get that baby. They get something else. It's really cool. Yeah, I can tell, Hannah, that you're really excited for this. I can tell. So yes, pick that one up. It's really, really good. It's well worth the money. You're going to get to read forever. All right, and then Heavy Vinyl number 4. This book actually started its life as Hi-Fi Fight Club, which Hannah usually gets to read and she loves. Imagine it's a group of women that all work at a record store, and they have formed a fight club, probably there was a problem with calling it Fight Club. Maybe that is a trademark name. I don't know. I don't know why it became Heavy Vinyl, but it doesn't matter. It's the same character, same everything. And so in this one, you kind of get introduced to the girls' families, which is neat. You don't kind of see what their parents, loved ones, etc. are like. And there's a little more development in that it looks like the producers of all of these bands are kind of like making them into robots, putting chips in them. And so they find a way to get around that. And then they have like, there's an announcement in the book that kind of is like, aha, what are they up to? So that was cool. All right. Other things that I didn't get to read, but I know what they're about, and you totally need to pick them up tomorrow because they're going to be amazing. All right, Batman Creature of the Night #1 comes out. It's a Kurt Busiek book, and it's slated to be kind of a, I won't call it a what if, but this is an alternate telling of the tale because it's not the same person's name. So it's Bruce Wainwright instead of Bruce Wayne, and it's the story of he has the same or similar backstory to regular Bruce Wayne, and that his parents meet a horrible fate. But I think they're going to totally twist this, and so that he has a much darker, there are no other super beings in his world, so it kind of makes it look like he's going to have some kind of dark birth for being a superhero instead of the way that we normally see Batman, which is just like a normal dude with just a lot of money and toys. So I'm excited to read it because I think it's going to be very batty. For Marvel, the Dark Hawk #51, which is their legacy title. It's just a one-shot, so you don't have to be married to a title. You can just enjoy it. The thing that I like about Dark Hawk is that the character's name is Chris Powell, who is one of my friends who works for Diamond. I don't think that they're related, or I don't think that story came about because of him, but every time I hear Chris Powell as this character's name, I think of Chris Powell, who likes, tiki mugs and is the coolest dude ever. So, he has an amulet, this character, and in the storyline, these creatures, let's see, I wrote it down because it sounded cool. Oh no, it doesn't say. Oh yeah, the Fraternity of Raptors, they show up and want to steal his amulet, which is the source of his power. He's kind of like a spaceman gladiator. So it'll take his powers away from him if they get it. So if you want a cool one-shot thing, totally pick up Dark Hawk 51. It's going to be cool. All right. From Dynamite, something everyone's been looking forward to for a very long time and has been delayed and delayed and delayed, so I hope it's worth all of the cool things. If it's anything like the movie, it surely will be. John Wick, #1 from Dynamite drops tomorrow. There are 4 different covers. Surely one of them you will like. 3 of them are drawn. One is a photo, so if you like Keanu's face, you can totally get that. And there's actually a 5th cover out there that exists, but it was very expensive to get, so maybe your store doesn't have one. It's an pre-autographed version of it, so it's really cool. Can't wait for that one. Let's see. Something I've been really looking forward to by Vault Comics. If you haven't been picking up anything Vault, you've been missing out a lot on really good storylines. But our good friend and writer, Donny Cates, who writes all the cool things we love, has got a new book coming out through them called Reactor. Okay, so imagine a world in which you have vampires and the people that fight them that have battle mech suits, and the leader of the vampires has a blood bank, and is reported to be a 10-year-old president in this version of the world. So it's really cool. I mean, vampires and guys in mech suits. Only Donny Cates can put these 2 things together. Vampires we understand because he's already got some cool vampireness going on. He's got a really awesome book already out there called Rednecks, so pick that up if you haven't picked that up yet. But yes, Reactor is the book you're looking for if you want the new Donny Cates awesomeness. All right, and from Red 5, which is a cool comic book company that's here local to us in the Houston area, they have a new book called Chasing Hitler, in which you have some soldiers that have been tasked with going to find and verifying Hitler's death, but they can't find him. So I guess this is having to hunt him down. Where did he go? Things didn't end the way that they thought they did. So that's all the really cool things I could find. I know there's other little books that are the normal continuations, but these are the ones I thought would be pickup worthy, must-haves. Thanks for putting up with me not having any comic books to show you. Go and find the comic book shop near you at comicbookshoplocator.com. And here, sorry, this is my, normally I take you to my living room. This is my TV room, so you can see. This is totally, fancy. It's actually, this is the couch. If I ever tell you that there's a couch in my house that's safe to sit on, perfectly safe. But if you lean against somebody, you're really taking things, you're like a risk taker. But if you lay down on this puppy, you're out. It will totally put you to sleep. It has superpowers. It totally does. All right, everybody. I love you. I love you. Thank you, Miss Hannah, for all my little hearts. It makes me feel so good. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.